1987 Formula One World Championship, the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. An enormous crowd come to cheer on their hero Nigel Mansell, a modified Silverstone circuit which has replaced the tight chicane with an even tighter woodcut entry. And a very warm, muggy day. On this high-speed circuit, that means that mechanical reliability could well be a problem. So could tyre wear. 65 laps of a circuit on which the average speeds are expected to be over 145 miles an hour. This is the final warm-up lap. The grid has Nelson Piquet on pole, a tremendous battle between Piquet and Mansell during qualifying, with Piquet coming off best and Mansell spinning off the track in his efforts to take pole position from his teammate and rival. Third fastest is Ayrton Senna in the Lotus Honda. Fourth fastest Alain Prost with the McLaren. Thierry Boutsen and Theo Fabi are 5th and 6th in the Benettons. Alboreto and Berger 7th and 8th fastest in the Ferraris. Here is Satoru Nakajima with the camera car, weaving his car from side to side at the start to get some heat into the tyres. On the 5th row, it's De Cesaris in the Brabham and Johansson in the second McLaren. The 6th row, Riccardo Patrese's Brabham and Satoru Nakajima in that Lotus carrying the camera. Row 7, Derek Warwick and Eddie Cheever in the Arrows. Row 8, Nannini's Minardi and René Arnoux in the only Ligier in the race because his teammate, Ghinzani, has been disqualified and prevented from starting after infringing a regulation during qualifying. 65 laps, Piquet on the pole from Mansell, Senna and Prost. It's Prost who gets the best of the start. The two Williams Hondas go off side by side, but watch Prost come through from the second row. He almost loses the car with a big twitch there at Copse, and that unsettles him a little bit, so that Nelson Piquet is able to go past him into the lead round the outside of Maggots. So it's Piquet first, Prost second, Mansell third, Senna fourth, then Boutsen and Fabi in the two Benettons. On the hanger straight for the first time, and already Nigel Mansell is also alongside Alain Prost and goes past in a shower of sparks to a cheer from the crowd. Senna is 4th, Boutsen 5th, Fabi 6th and Alboreto is 7th. This is Club Corner. And up to the new woodcut under the bridge, Piquet already has a very useful lead. Mansell, Prost, Senna, Boutsen, Alboreto now ahead of Fabi, then De Cesaris all follow. At the completion of the first lap, the Williams Hondas are already moving away, and Prost is under pressure from Senna in third place. Prost seems visibly in handling problems, and Ayrton Senna has gone past him into third place. Berger goes up the curve and loses time trying to pass Derek Warwick's Arrows. Alboreto is right up with the Senna-Prost battle. And Prost now fights back. He goes alongside down to Copse and retakes third place. Alboreto has a grandstand view. An early retirement, flames from the back of a car which isn't turbocharged. And here are flames from the back of a car that is. The first one was Ivan Capelli's March, and this is Andrea De Cesaris with the Brabham well on fire. Then Stefan Johansson, who's moved up from 10th place to 6th, retires his smoking McLaren. Once more the fire marshals have to go into action. Relentlessly, Nigel Mansell chisels away at Nelson Piquet's lead, but all the time Piquet's been able to keep out of touch, and so Mansell comes in for a tyre stop. He's been complaining of a vibration due to a wheel balance weight having come off, so the tyre change should make his car go better. 9.5 seconds stationary and he's out again. He's now 28 seconds behind Piquet, but rejoins the race without losing his second place. That's how far the Williams Hondas have been ahead. Here's the view from Satoru Nakajima's car as Mansell has just lapped him. Mansell is now on Piquet's tail. Alboreto retires with problems at the back of the car. And then Prost, who has made a tyre stop but has never shone since, retires from 4th place. And now, to the delight of the crowd, Mansell is right up with Piquet. All round the circuit, the flags are waving, the crowd are cheering him on. He goes one side, Piquet moves to block him, and then Mansell is alongside. The two almost touch as Mansell forces his way through on the inside at Stowe Corner. It's a wonderful manoeuvre, and there's nothing that Piquet can do about it. So with less than 3 laps to go, Mansell has got into the lead of his home Grand Prix. So the fairy tale story of the British Grand Prix comes to an end with Nigel Mansell leading Nelson Piquet home. This is the final lap. Piquet continues just under 2 seconds behind, but he has to resign himself to second place. And Mansell from the cockpit can see the crowd waving and cheering. His only worry at this point must be, has he been too greedy with his fuel in his attempts to catch Piquet? Hanger straight for the last time, Stowe Corner for the last time. On to club. The whole of the rest of the field have been lapped by the Williams Hondas. Ayrton Senna is in 3rd place. And with the cheers almost deafening the Honda engine, Mansell comes down to Woodcote for the last time. Out of Woodcote, towards the flag, his first Grand Prix win at Silverstone, but his second British Grand Prix win running. The gap back to Piquet is 1.9 seconds. Having taken the flag, Mansell's car falters and runs out of fuel. The crowd are even more delighted. It gives them a chance to greet their hero, who is stuck in a now stationary car. Only Senna is lapped once. Nakajima and Warwick and Farby take 4th, 5th and 6th places, all 2 laps behind. And Mansell has established a new lap record for the new circuit. Prince Michael of Kent presents the trophy. And Piquet seems resigned to his second place and even quite cheerful. On the rostrum, giving Mansell as much champagne as he's getting. 1 point now covers the top 3 in the World Championships. Senna's lead down to 1 point, Mansell and Piquet joint second. Alain Prost, with no points today, is still 4th with 26. In the Constructors' Championship, Williams Honda are now well clear, a 21-point lead over McLaren, and Lotus Honda, after their good day today, are just 2 points behind in 3rd place.
Nigel Mansell, of course, not yet back from his slowing down. Whether it is